ocean at 100 meters, you never really know what you will encounter. Changing science. Isiis stands for In Situ Ichthyoplankton Imaging System, and that's quite a mouthful, but basically it's a camera system that we use to image plankton and larval fish in the ocean. As Isiis is flying through the water, it takes video of all the different plankton, so small critters floating around in the ocean. The ability to image what's going on down in the ocean, where you wouldn't be able to even dive down and see what's going on. Being able to see that from the confines of a computer lab on a ship, I think that's really amazing. We love Isiis.
Wind slab, Holland at 30.
It's basically a camera system that we tow behind the ship. That's what we're doing right now. We're controlling the winch that has the imaging system or the camera system attached at the very end of the cable or wire. We tow it behind the ship for up to 10 hours, 20 hours. Yeah, Isiis collects hundreds of millions of plankton images in those 10 hours. It looks at 100 liters of water per second. So we really scan or image a lot of plankton during that time. And we have Isiis, that's the foghorn. Still. And we have also Isiis hooked up to imaging pipeline that we can use to classify all that plankton that we image in an automated fashion, and that uses deep learning.
I love that Isiis allows us to image so much water and with it capture a lot of the living species that lie within the ocean. Why that's so important is in order to find larval fish, we need to image a lot of water, even just to find a couple hundred. With the Isiis imaging system, we're able to take video with a line scan camera, which is essentially just a camera that's taking one large picture. So when we're doing these 90-mile transects, we're essentially getting a 90-mile long picture, which is really interesting to think about. Since we get so much plankton imagery, it's impossible to do anything with that by hand. We employ deep learning to classify the images that we get automatically, which allows us to get almost real-time data about what's in the ocean at specific depths. And also just understand a lot more about the other environmental factors that lead to the distribution of plankton that we see in specific regions. Copy, stopped. Roger, 3-5.
these video streams as you go along, and then suddenly you're like, oh my god, guys, look, there's like this dense accumulation of like lavations, and it's like something you didn't see before. When we do fly Isiis, we have that computer set up. At any point in time when we fly Isiis, we see up in the computer lab, we see exactly what the cameras are imaging down at 100 meters depth. Like we see all the tiny critters coming through. We see dense accumulations of jellyfish that suddenly pop up. We always come across some forms where we're not quite sure what they are. We're like, oh yeah, this is some kind of jellyfish, but then again, it has like these really funny looking appendages. Then that's the time when you hopefully have jellyfish experts on the ship for the cruise. And then you wake them up at 3 a.m. in the morning and you get their expert opinion. Of course, we tend to not wake people up in the middle of the night for that. But well, if it really depends. People need their sleep when everybody's working shifts, and we do science 24/7. It's difficult on the biological clock. This big data challenge that it creates is just really, a good challenge, an interesting challenge that really drives oceanography forward. Coming off the ship with about 40 different hard drives. And we're now collecting 200 megabytes per second of video data. Those videos get stored right away on the Western Digital Edge server, which has 60 terabyte of redundant storage. In collaboration with OSU's CQLS, we deployed deep learning pipeline on the Western Digital server. Has CPUs and GPUs, so it's really made for processing at the edge, as the name suggests. There's many gelatinous plankton that we're looking at, and they're all really fragile. Traditionally, when they're sampled with nets, they most often get destroyed. But with this imaging technology, cameras, they just take pictures. The technology is non-invasive. We really see these fragile organisms in their normal habitat, the way that they live normally in situ.